Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. Hey you guys, Daphne's here with Dani, and we're doing a collab video for you guys today.
Can't wait. Super excited about this topic. As you guys can see from the title, this is all about relationships and just anything under the sun that is involving relationships. Just together. All of it.
I'm excited. I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's get into it. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking down at what we have for the topics. We have a couple here that we want to really touch base on. So if you see me looking down, I'm not being rude or anything. I'm just, you know, trying to be professional or whatever. So the first thing we wanted to talk about was dating in 2017. Now, Daphne is actually older than me.
Girl, I ain't that old.
She's older than me though. I'm a youngin'. I'm only 19. She's grown compared to me.
I'm only 18.
Girl, bye. So I feel like she has a lot more wisdom on previous to 2017 dating, which is why I really wanted to touch base on it. So
let's go.
Let's go. So what can you tell us what dating was like for you, like growing up?
Well, since I'm not that old, I'm only 28. What can I say? Dating is definitely different now in this generation. What can I say? I feel like in this generation it's more about sex than getting to know each other and building that bond. You know, don't you agree?
I definitely agree with that, like 110%. I mean, you guys have seen from my previous videos when I talk about just
interruption.
I'm just so rude. But you guys have seen from my previous videos where I've talked about just my whole encounter with relationships, and I feel like I've just always been in positions where I never got to know somebody for themselves. And so I feel like now that's my goal. Like, I don't want to just jump into anything.
Exactly. Like, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where I don't know you, but we have sex. Like, there's no connection there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
it's like it's no meaning. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. I'm there with you. 110%.
Ugh.
So I'm over 2017 dating. It's literally just a headache. And I wish that I could just go back just a little bit and maybe started talking to somebody maybe before, like, whatever this era was with social media, because I think that's a big part.
You know what? You're right. With the whole social media thing, it's definitely one of the reasons why it's really hard to date in 2017, because everybody's either in competition with everybody else, everything's not sincere. It's basically whack dating in 2017.
Exactly. Like, it's like nothing sacred anymore. It's like everybody just wants to put their business out, and it's like, I wasn't raised that way. Like, I'm Haitian, so you already know when your parents are from Haiti, they're just like, keep your business to yourself. And so I feel like when it comes to relationships, I feel like that's already something that's so precious. And when you advertise it and make it such a big thing for people to comment on and bring themselves into, it's just kind of like there's a bond that's kind of broken, that's just not there
anymore. Not only that, it's not even the social media. You know what, prime example, you know, I could only speak for myself. I can't really speak for nobody else. Okay, so I started talking to this dude or whatever. Okay, I started talking to this dude. He sees me. Okay, yeah, dang, she look good or whatever. You're not trying to get to know me. You're not trying to spend quality time with me. You don't know what's my favorite color. You know, like,
yeah.
You don't want to take me out to the movies. You don't want to take me out to eat. But you want to Netflix and chill. Bye, Felicia.
I'm saying, what happened to dating? Do people do that anymore? I'm just trying to figure out, like,
movies.
I love going to the movies.
Oh my gosh. And you know what else kills me? I'm the type of person, I want to talk on the phone with you. Like, that's how you build a connection.
I'm there, 110%.
They want to text. I'm not with the text. I can't build a relationship or a friendship with you through texting. Like, I have to talk on the phone with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. This generation is definitely big on texting. I'm not a texter. Like, you can ask anybody who tries to hit up my phone. I don't text back. Like, I'm not good at it. And if I do text back, it's long periods of responses. So I think people kind of like take that as me either being rude or like standoffish, because like I'm just not a texter. I would rather talk on the phone. Like, if I have something to tell you, even with just my friends, like if I have something to tell you, I'm not going to text it to you, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, I'm not a texting person. I'm more of like, I'm going to look at the text and I'm going to ignore it and move on.
For real. So definitely that's a big thing.
So what's the next one?
The next one is when people are in relationships, they have to be comfortable with one another.
I agree.
So do you want to touch base on that?
Well, as far with that, I feel like you should definitely feel comfortable with your significant other. Not only that, you're building a friendship, you're building a foundation, and you're building that trust and that bond. You know, if you don't have that, you can't expect for that relationship to work. And also, with building all that, you're building respect. You know what I mean? Sure. And that's like a big part of the relationship. And you know, communicating is like extremely big. And you know, you may have a problem with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna brush it off, or like send a text message or whatever. The problem's not gonna get fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to feel comfortable like you would feel with your homeboy, your homegirl, to make the situation work.
Exactly. I definitely feel the same way. I don't think I've ever been in a position where I feel completely 110% comfortable with a guy. Mm-hmm. But I definitely have always wanted that safety of being comfortable with somebody, because then you don't get the pressure of having to be somebody you're not and having to act a certain way.
That's another thing too. Like, I'm so dramatic, so it's kind of like, as soon as, well, I would say the guys, I can't really say the guys in 2017, I feel like guys are intimidated by me because I'm so dramatic, I'm so extra, and I just have a big personality. And it's like, as soon as they get to know me, they get to see like, damn, this girl's crazy, like her mouth have no filter, she's wild. I'm not wild, like I'm out doing crazy stuff. Like, I'm just wild. I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. It's like, okay, I don't want to talk to her. I literally had to do like, oh, I don't want to talk to you because the way you dress so sexy. Or I don't want to talk to you because you're always out, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know, I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm me. If you don't like me for who I am, then
it is what it is.
Deuces.
Then
seriously.
I definitely agree there. I feel like if I'm gonna be with anybody, it has to be where I'm comfortable just being myself, because I don't normally go out, but I feel like that in part has to do with like just me growing older and like starting to get more and more freedom, I guess. And just, I guess, my faith in general. I just feel like sometimes it's hard for me to step out of my comfort zone because I'm so worried about being criticized in the Christian community. Like, that's a big deal for me. Like, I would really want a guy who's God-fearing, but then I don't want him to look at me as somebody who is always out, who's always like, you know, acting crazy and doesn't think that I see the value in my faith. You get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. You know, I like to go out.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't see anything wrong with it.
I feel like I can't be fake to myself. I could only be real to me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I could definitely understand, because people judge me all the time. Like, she has tattoos, she dresses a certain way, she's doing this, she's doing that. Look, I'm 28 years old. You only live one life, and you have to enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't live for people, you live for yourself. Exactly. If you're not happy with yourself, how do you expect for somebody else to be happy with you or to love you? You gotta love yourself and do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. People are gonna judge you every day. People judge the man above. So at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care.
I think that's just something I'm still struggling with. I'm still finding my way through it, but it's not something that's holding me back. I feel like definitely with the industry that we're trying to go into, mm-hmm. it's also very important that we're out there and we're being as consistent and promoting ourselves as possible, because you can't get anywhere by sitting on your butt and not doing anything. You have to be out networking with people, going to certain events, doing certain things. And that doesn't mean like ever feeling like you are going against yourself or your personal beliefs, but that means that you have to learn how to be in certain environments and know how to carry yourself and know when it's time to either, you know, turn up with the people around you or cool it because they doing something that just you ain't rocking with. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I definitely agree on that.
Because people don't know how to act. I feel like when people get around each other, that's a big thing that I feel is a problem in dating as well. I feel like people look at the things around them and they just want to go based off that, like, this is what it is, this is what I have to do. I don't feel like I ever got to do anything I don't want to do or anything that compromises my faith or who I am just because of the industry I'm trying to get into or the guy I'm trying to be with. Like,
I feel like just be yourself, do you, and you know, if people don't like it, they're gonna talk about you. People are gonna talk about you all day. Somebody probably talking about me right now. So at the end of the day, do you. And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. At the end of the day, you're happy. You're doing what you love to do. You're enjoying yourself. You only have one life to live. Don't let anybody stop you from being yourself and enjoying life. That's how I see it.
For sure.